What if you've been stopping the very behaviors that prove your cat loves you the most? Scientists have discovered that some of your cat's strangest habits are actually powerful signs of trust. And if your cat does number 9, you've earned a bond only a few owners ever experience. So, let's dive in. Number 1, the bite you punished. Your cat has your hand in their mouth right now. Or they did, sometime this week. Teeth on skin, and you did what everyone does. You yanked. Maybe you said no. Congratulations, you just punished the single highest compliment in the feline language. Look at what you missed. The jaw was loose, the whiskers were soft. There was zero pressure. Zero. A cat's bite can crack bone. Yours placed that weapon on your skin like it was made of glass. That's not an attack. That's a mother's move. It's how cats carry the things they die protecting. And here's what you don't know yet. Cats give you exactly so many chances with this. Get it wrong enough times, and they don't bite harder. They do something worse. They go silent, and the next signal actually stings. Yet you should be begging for it. The kiss that hurts, that tongue, like sandpaper dragged across your knuckles. It actually hurts a little. Hundreds of tiny hooks, all facing backward, so you pull your hand away, every single time. Now here's the question you never asked. Why is a predator licking you at all? Cats don't groom strangers. They don't groom animals they tolerate. They groom their colony, the short list of creatures they'd share a kill with. That lick is paperwork. Your cat is filing you under mine, mixing their scent into your skin so deep that any cat on earth could smell exactly who you belong to. And when they go for your hair, stop, think about that. They're grooming your head the way they'd groom another cat's head. In that moment, you're not a human to them. You're the biggest, strangest cat they've ever loved, and you keep pulling away mid-sentence. But the tongue is nothing. What those paws do next draws blood, and it's an honor. Claws in your lap, push, pull, push, pull. Those claws working your thighs like dough, and it stings, so you lift them off. Do you know what list you just removed yourself from? Kneading is nursing. It's what kittens do against their mother's belly, and the feeling it floods their brain with never gets replicated again, except on surfaces their nervous system rates as mother-level safe. Your lap made a list that might have one thing on it, and you keep clearing the list. Here's the fix, and it costs you nothing. Thick blanket, folded, next to you. The second the biscuits start, slide it under those paws. They keep the ritual. You keep your skin. Everybody wins. Because here's what happens to the cat who gets pushed off one too many times. They don't stop kneading. They just take it to a pillow. The behavior survives. You're the only thing that gets deleted from it. But this mistake only costs skin. The next one costs you blood, and you blame the cat, the trap. You know this one. You've bled for this one. The flop, the roll, the stretch, that soft belly, right there, practically gift wrapped. So your hand goes in, and the trap snaps. Teeth on your wrist, back claws raking your arm, and you walk away saying the words every cat owner has said. You asked for it? No, they didn't. You just answered a letter by breaking down the door. Listen carefully, because this changes everything. A cat's belly is where every organ they own sits, undefended. Showing it to you is not an invitation. It's a declaration. I trust you enough to be this defenseless in front of you. The belly is a letter, not a doorbell. You're supposed to read it, not ring it. So tonight, when the flop happens, hands stay down. Soft word, slow blink. That's the correct reply. Do it right for 1 week and count how many more letters arrive. And that slow blink? Your cat has been grading you on it for years. The test you've been failing. Right now, or the next time your cat looks at you from across the room. Watch their eyes. If they slowly narrow into a soft squint, then close in one long, lazy blink. That was a message. Scientists at the University of Sussex tested it. Cats approached people who slow blinked at them first. Some researchers literally call it the cat smile. Here's why it's enormous. In the animal world, a hard stare is a threat. So, An animal that looks at a predator 10 times its size, you, and voluntarily closes its eyes is saying, I don't need to watch you. Do you understand how few creatures on this planet earn that sentence? And here's how you've been failing. Your cat blinks, you get excited, and you stare back, wide-eyed, delighted, which, in cat, is a challenge. Tonight, run the real test. Meet their gaze. Soften your eyes, blink slow, look slightly away. If they blink back, that's a full conversation. Pass the eye test, and they unlock a sound made for you alone. The sound with your name in it. Next time you walk through the door, don't listen for the meow. Listen for the other sound, that rolling musical chirp, half purr, half question mark. That's a trill, and mother cats use it for exactly one audience, their kittens. When your adult cat trills at you, they've put you on the family channel. But it goes deeper, and this fact should stop you cold. Adult cats almost never meow at each other. The meow is a language they keep alive basically for humans. Many cats build custom sounds for specific people, a greeting that exists for one person on this entire planet. There may be a word in your cat's vocabulary that means only you. Now the fragile part. Cats keep talking to people who answer. Reply to the trill, your voice, a glance, anything. Because a cat who gets silence back eventually returns the favor. And a silent cat isn't a calm cat. It's a cat who gave up on you. But the family channel has one more greeting, and it's aimed straight at your face. The rude hello. Your cat jumps up, purring, turns around, and presents their rear directly to your face, tail straight up like a flagpole. Every owner alive has asked the ceiling, why? Because that's an ID card. Cats read each other by scent, and offering the rear for inspection is how trusted cats, only trusted cats, exchange credentials. No cat shows that to an animal they fear. Physically cannot make themselves do it. And that vertical tail is a second signal stacked on top. It's how kittens run to their mothers, a greeting adult cats preserve only for the ones they adore. So this ridiculous moment is actually two trust documents presented at once. Nobody's asking you to inspect anything. Relax. A scratch at the base of the tail acknowledges it in their language. By human rules, it's rude. By cat rules, you just got handed a passport. But their quietest trust signal is resting on your arm right now, and you've never once seen it. The tail hold. Watch your arm the next time your cat sits beside you. Not their face, your arm. Because sometimes, quietly, that tail curls around your wrist, or your leg, and rests there. Most people never even register it. Some shake it off because it tickles. You just shook off the closest thing a cat has to holding hands. A cat's tail is their balance, their radar, their mood written in muscle. They do not park it on things carelessly. Cats drape tails over other cats they've bonded with for life. Researchers see it in colonies between littermates who've survived together. When that tail lands on you and stays, your cat has classified you at littermate level. Family they chose. And unlike the headbutt or the trill, this one is silent. No sound, no eye contact, no request attached. They're not asking for anything. They're just holding on. Leave your arm exactly where it is. And that stare from the doorway? You've been reading it backwards your whole life. The doorway ghost. You've seen it 100 times. You look up, and there they are, sitting in the doorway or across the room, just watching you, not approaching, not asking. So you've told yourself the story every cat owner tells. Cats are aloof. Delete that word. What you're looking at is called companionable distance, and it's the opposite of aloof. Your cat has chosen a position where they can see you, hear you, and reach you in under 2 seconds, while giving you space. That's not indifference. That's a bodyguard who respects your privacy. Watch the ears next time. Even when their eyes drift shut, those ears keep rotating toward your sounds like satellite dishes. You are being monitored with love. Dogs need to touch you to feel connected. Cats connect across a room. Whole evenings pass where you think your cat ignored you and their entire nervous system was pointed at you the whole time. But the next sign makes owners gag, and it's actually pure bliss. The drool? You're petting your cat, purring builds, and then a drop of drool lands on your jeans. Warm? Unwelcome? You recoil, maybe say, maybe stop petting entirely. Stop right there because you just penalized bliss. Petting induced drooling traces straight back to nursing. Kittens drool in need at their mother's belly in the single safest moment of their lives. Milk, warmth, total surrender. An adult cat who drools under your hand has been transported. Their body has relaxed so completely that it slipped back into kittenhood, with you cast as the safest figure they've ever known. It doesn't happen with strangers. Most cats never do it at all. So yes, it's gross. Wipe your jeans, but do not stop petting and do not pull the face. That drop was a 5-star review from the only critic that matters. Keep your hand moving, but the second you stop, watch them. You've been calling their next move an insult for years. The insult that isn't. You pet your cat. They walk 2 steps away and immediately start licking exactly where you touched them. And your heart sinks a little, right? They're washing me off. Wrong. Completely, beautifully wrong. Your cat is doing the opposite. They're tasting you, reading you, working your scent into their coat instead of removing it. The same way colony cats blend scents after grooming each other. Some behaviorists call it scent processing. Your cat is literally studying where you've been, what you touched, how you're doing, through their tongue. It's not rejection. It's them reading your diary and deciding to keep the page. Here's the simple check. Watch the body. Relaxed posture, slow licks, staying near you. That's processing, and it's a compliment. Frantic grooming, plus leaving the room. That's stress. Different story. Most of you have been apologizing to a cat that was busy memorizing you, and the moment you leave the house, that's when it gets heartbreaking. The empty chair. Set up a camera and leave the house. Within minutes, there's a decent chance your cat is doing one of 2 things: curled up in the exact spot you just left, or asleep on your worn clothes. The gym shirt, the hoodie, the pillow. People come home, find fur on the laundry, and shoo the cat off. You just evicted them from you. Your scent is your cat's stability. When you disappear out that door, they can't call you, they can't track you. So they do the one thing available. They climb inside the strongest concentration of you they can find and wait there. Warm chair? Worn shirt? Your side of the bed. Studies on feline stress found familiar human scent measurably calms cats during separation. That annoying cat on the laundry is self-soothing with the only piece of you they have left. Leave one worn shirt out when you travel. It costs nothing. And when you walk back in and speak to them, they've been keeping score. The conversation? Say something to your cat right now. Anything. Then wait 1 full second. If a chirp, a short meow, or even an ear flick comes back, you're in a conversation, and your cat has been holding up their end for years. Researchers studying cat-human pairs found something remarkable. Bonded cats develop turn-taking. You speak, they answer, you speak, they answer. The same rhythm human conversation runs on. And remember, adult cats barely meow at each other. That entire vocal channel stays open basically for us. But here's the fragile part, and it's the whole reason this beat exists. Cats only maintain conversations that get responses. Every time they answer you and you've already walked away, a little funding gets cut. Do it enough, and the channel closes. The chattiest cats on earth live with people who answer back. The silent ones usually learned silence. So talk to them like they understand. Because on the level that matters, they do. But every morning they say one thing with their whole body, and you step right over it. The ankle trap. Every morning, kitchen, you're carrying coffee, and your cat starts carving figure 8s between your legs like they're trying to kill you. You step over them, you mutter. Some of you nudge them away with a foot. Now here's what you just kicked past. Those weaves are dragging scent glands, cheeks, flanks, tail, across your legs in a full circle. Your cat is wrapping you, sealing their signature around both ankles so the whole world knows whose human just walked into the kitchen. And they time it for arrivals and departures. the exact moments a colony refreshes its shared scent. It's not begging, it's not clumsiness. It's a ribbon being tied around the most important thing they own. So slow down for 4 seconds. Let the circle close. That's all it takes. Because a cat who gets kicked past enough mornings stops tying ribbons. And now, the rarest sign of all. It looks exactly like rejection. Check your bed tonight. The turned back. It doesn't look like anything. That's why you've missed it. Your cat curls up against you at night and turns their back to you. Maybe a paw drifts backward in their sleep until it just barely touches your leg. Maybe their breathing slows until it matches yours. Most people feel a little rejected by the turned back. Now hear what it actually means. A cat's survival runs on one rule, burned into every nerve. Never expose your blind side. Not to strangers, not even easily to other cats. Never. A cat sleeping with their back pressed into you has done something almost unthinkable for a small predator. They've handed you their blind side and gone unconscious anyway. They're saying, "You watch the dark for me. I'm done checking." Wild cats never grant this. Feral cats can take years. Some cats live their whole lives and never grant it to a single soul. So if there's a warm little back against you tonight and 2 eyes facing the other way, you are not just trusted. You are the safest place that animal has ever found. Don't move. Don't fix the blanket. Just stay. Now count. If your cat does 5 of these, you're not an owner. You're their person, and they decided that long before you noticed. Tell me in the comments which ones your cat does. And if you've earned the final sign, that little back pressed against you in the dark, comment one word, chosen. Because your cat has been saying it for years. You just finished learning the language.